Imagine finding a secret letter written by one of the most powerful women in history, a woman who rose from slavery to rule the Ottoman Empire, not from the throne, but from the shadows. This is the story of Hürrem Sultan and the letters she never meant for the world to see. These letters, hidden deep within Topkapi Palace for over 4 centuries, reveal a side of Hürrem that history never told. Not the scheming queen, not the seductress, but a mother, a lover, and a prisoner of her own crown.
In the early 1500s, the Ottoman Empire stretched from the gates of Vienna to the deserts of Arabia. At its heart stood Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, a ruler of unmatched power. And beside him, a woman unlike any the empire had ever seen, Hürrem Sultan. She wasn't born into nobility. She was a slave, taken from what is now Ukraine, brought to the palace as a gift. But her mind, her charm, her fearless intelligence made her more dangerous than any weapon. Within years, Hürrem became not only Suleiman's favorite, but his legal wife, something unheard of for a concubine in Ottoman history. Her beauty and wit conquered the Sultan's heart, but her influence divided the court. Viziers whispered, princes grew jealous, and the empire's balance began to tremble, all because of a woman's presence. Historians long believed that Hürrem's power came from manipulation. But in 1982, inside a forgotten drawer of Topkapi Palace, archivists found something extraordinary. A bundle of letters, old, faded, written in delicate Ottoman script. They weren't addressed to the Sultan. They were addressed to someone named Fatma. The first letter began with these words: "The walls listen, the doors breathe. Even silence has spies here. If these words reach you, then I am still alive. In heart, if not in freedom." For centuries, these letters remained hidden because they revealed the human side of a legend. They weren't about politics or power. They were about fear, motherhood, and love. In one letter, Hürrem writes about her son, Prince Mehmed, and her terror that the court might turn against him. In another, she confesses how loneliness consumed her, how even the Sultan's love couldn't protect her from the daggers behind the curtains. "I smile for the empire," she wrote, "but I bleed for myself." The time was the mid-1500s. A storm was brewing inside the Ottoman court. Suleiman's eldest son, Prince Mustafa, beloved by soldiers and citizens alike, was seen as the true heir to the throne. But Hürrem's sons stood in his way, and that's where the rumors began. That Hürrem plotted against Mustafa, that she manipulated the Sultan to turn father against son. For centuries, historians accused her of orchestrating Mustafa's death. But the hidden letters tell a different story. In one, written shortly before Mustafa's execution, she says, "They call me witch, temptress, serpent. Let them." But when a mother hears the steps of fate approaching her child, even mercy becomes poison. It wasn't ambition, it was desperation. A woman trapped between the heart of a mother and the duty of a queen. And yet, after Mustafa's death, Hürrem's own health began to fade. Her letters grew shorter, her handwriting weaker. But her words never lost their fire. "If history remembers me as cruel," she wrote, "then let it also remember that I loved too deeply for my time." After her death in 1558, her letters disappeared again. Some believe they were destroyed by palace officials. Others think they were locked away to protect the empire's image. But decades later, one archivist, before retiring, confessed that he copied some of the letters into his private notebook. That notebook, they say, passed quietly between collectors, never made public, but whispered about in academic circles. Today, only fragments remain. And yet, even in those fragments, you can feel her voice echoing through time. "My eyes are not on the throne, but on the sky," she said. "For the crown weighs heavier than chains." Hürrem's story isn't just about the Ottoman Empire. It's about every woman in history who was loved, feared, and misunderstood. She changed an empire, not with armies, but with words, with patience, with silence. The letters reveal a truth we rarely see in history, that power doesn't erase pain, that even the most powerful woman in the world can still feel like a prisoner. Today, when tourists walk through the courtyards of Topkapi Palace, they see the beauty, the marble, the gold. But if you listen carefully, you might still hear her whisper through the wind, "I never wanted the throne, only peace." History remembers the crown, but it forgets the tears behind it. If you want to discover more secrets hidden within history's greatest empires, don't forget to subscribe and join us where truth and legend meet.